Great move to the inside, and we were on board with Tony Kanaan and saw the contact. So Tony Kanaan is the car that came in, and right there got the back of Graham Rahal and Alex Tagliani for a Bronco ride right over the nose.
And did you see how close it was that Franchitti?
I think that was
came
Dixon.
right across.
I think Scott Dixon was the one who got into Mike Conway. This is the move I was talking about that I think is fantastic. Dario does the move of the century and doesn't touch anyone, but unfortunately, just like you talked about, Tony Kanaan got across the curbs, going to change your trajectory. This is who I think got into your driver, Robbie. Let's see if that's the contact. And no, it wasn't.
And here's Danica with Stanton Barrett going around him cleanly.
Looking back at Rafa right there. There's Rafa looking down the inside.
Oh.
And there's that tire mark, Jan. No, he was boxed out.
Yeah, there you go.
He was boxed out.
Oh, he locked it up and missed it. Oh, Will. That's the kind of problems, unfortunately, Will Power has had. He is lightning fast on street circuits, but it's little things in the pits. Goes to the inside.
Yeah,
Or,
look at his left front. His left front was stuck and obviously is broken. So when he goes to go right here, put the load on the left front, it must not work. Yeah.
That was just, this is my opportunity to push it, and you'll see him come up, upside, on the right-hand side, right here on the brakes.
And Wheldon's trying to stay high.
See?
He knows he's coming on the inside. I mean, Wheldon was doing everything he could.
Yep.
But all cars are there.
This is Justin Wilson.
We're looking at, that's Moraes right in front of him.
It all starts ahead when Dixon got into the back of Rahal, and then you had the accordion, just like what you'd see on the highway. All of a sudden,
with Alex Tagliani, let's see what happened with his pit stop.
Now this shows just a perfect angle of what's happening.
The guy on the left is the fuel nozzle. This is the air jack. Look at him. He's hung up.
And he doesn't see. But there, that was where a crew saw. The crew saw
no damage.
This is the place where if you're Hunter-Reay, you're like, okay, now what do I do? So that's where the contact came from. Yeah, it just asked it.
Okay, that's Briscoe up in front. We're on board with Marco. That's Dixon. Excuse me. Wow.
Briscoe.
Did he think we were coming to a green flag?
No.
So stay with us. IndyCar nonstop here on Versus. The finish is coming up.
Now listen to this.
He's on the gas. There it is.
Okay, being on the audio was a little bit different than when we were listening to it in real time, but now Viso with his view. And he picked up.
Yeah, he lost a right front wing.
But I think to his point also that Moraes had a lot of space on the lower side. Moraes is going slower. Obviously, if Marco can get around on the outside, I mean, he's just not even aware that somebody could be coming on the high side of him. Plus, his spotter, which are the people that are up to his throttle at the same time.
Inside. Be ahead. This is us.
He was already off the throttle by the time we jumped on board with that. Watch up ahead and see what happens here. Turn 4, same sort of scenario. Gets a little bit of dirty air on the car. He's trying to gas it, and you know something? That's when you need to have a little bit more patience.
Listen in.
Oh, something broke on the car.
Something absolutely broken. Put
And here's the bad hit.
Absolutely.
And watch for the sparking up front. That's Tony Kanaan up front.
Remember, Tony's going along the straightaway into turn 3, and it turns dramatically right. Something broke on the right rear of that car and sent it directly into the wall. Have a look here from John Andretti's car. Watch up in front, and John sees this all so quickly, and he goes, man, I made it through that. This plays right collected in that. Now we're right along with DJ Viso on the left-hand side. Let's just watch to see what's going on up front here. He gets a little bit loose. Off he goes, and on your left-hand side of the screen, you will see that Doornbos is already spinning himself.
And Doornbos really take another look from Dario Franchitti's car.
And what ends up happening is Helio should have just relinquished here and just got his foot off the gas, had followed in and started to draft Dixon down the backstretch. But right now he just thought, hey, he's going to give me a bit more space. Both
races at other locations. And look, he's all by himself. He has clean air.
Yeah, and this is running into turn one right there by himself.
Just turns around, and when your balance is not right, he had that same issue. And let's listen first.
Power. Now you're thinking power.
Yeah. And Robbie, you had talked about the two key areas on the racetrack were when you lose the banking. When you go from the 14 degrees to where it flat.
Going around doing a 360, he continued, I gather. And we watch here from Ed Carpenter's car. He sees it all. And this is a very difficult situation, Marty, because you're just driving into the smoke. Some contact, and watch this. He'll dive in the inside. A little bit of a blocking line by Marco. Viso has no way of making the turn. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. His wing again turns around and clips Marco Andretti. Remember, red tires to the black tires, the standard tires. Now here's a different situation. Ed Carpenter on his way through. Oh, that's Tracy. And just got his old front steering on the exit. Paul's getting back on the gas. The car's a little bit edgy. He's not over to the left enough to get back on the gas. And EJ Viso just slides on. You ride along now with Dan Wheldon. Watch your right-hand side. The car will appear, goes there, and just touches the right rear of the National Guard car. And the back end comes around.
And as you can see, Dan Wheldon is back out. As we'll be back after this message from our ABC stations. The 1986 winner here, and they always talk about, remember, the second man through. The problem is there was three coming through, because there is second Danica Patrick, and oops, I forgot about that third guy. Things are getting dicey. They have contact.
To me, Marty, is that I don't understand why they're still at a strong pace once the checkered flag goes. This track is so abusive and physical. Usually you're happy to slow down. But as you can see, Moraes just gets on the inside of him and locks wheels, almost like the Tracy and Helio.
He must have had some contact later. And here's Conway. Perfect way to look at it. Comes in. Oh, he gets a bit of the sandwich.
Yeah, there was TK going down the inside, so it just pushed up Kanaan a little bit more. Take a look at it. There's his teammate right on the inside. There's Mario.
Look out.
No contact
Didn't
there.
happen there.
That's
okay.
turn 2-3, about 115 miles an hour through here.
Yeah. Put
down
it in there,
the inside.
And Powie.
There you go.
We're saying that he didn't leave early. It's just that the valve didn't close.
See, look at it. There.
The fuel spills, and then it ignites right in the
look
cockpit.
At him. He knows right away. Get that. See how quick he got his wheel off?
And he also makes sure he got his visor down, because he had his visor up during the stop.
That is probably where he may have gotten some flash burns.
Yeah.
But you're right, Jan. The fueler, he pulled out right, but that quick release valve, he's got a spring.
Fifth spot. Let's take a look at it. Him going into turn one.
Very fast corner, about 135 miles an hour. Drop some wheels there.
Trap stop. He'll come up to the right, obviously, from behind. Well,
we never even saw him in the picture, which means that Mike was only up alongside, you know, the...
you got... Tracy didn't blow on by the way, but here's the replay of what happened to Graham. Oh, he had a bit too much rear brake bias, and that thing stepped out. He was very fortunate.
Memorial Servia.
Wow.
He got through there clean.
Yeah.
So far, he hasn't anything. He's thinking, go. He's like, woo! How many spots did I just get?
Because we know he didn't.
Oh, no.
He didn't qualify as much.
Watch the black car of Andretti up ahead. That's the first contact, I believe. He pulls and makes contact right there with Rahal. But that was the hit from behind on Kanaan.
And I think really Kanaan slowed his pace too much. He just got hit from behind. He didn't necessarily check up, that being Kanaan, from what was in front of him.
There was contact for Hunter-Reay, too.
Yeah, with Doornbos.
The back of
There's
Doornbos.
H.
Antinucci. Here's Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Coming down to turn 7 right here, which is as good a passing zone as you got. Not enough.
No.
You got to get up a little further alongside.
We go on board with TK. It's the same place, turn 9. And he missed the corner.
But he's going to come back on behind Rafa. There's Wilson.
The lap that he was trying to make hay to try and be sure that he caught up to his teammate.
Yeah.
And that's not going to help.
And that was Wilson, who we were looking back at that all originally. Here it is again. Good run.
Oh, but it took a long time to develop. It took a long time. And you know, Helio was giving him room. He knew he was coming. He tried everything. Here's looking off the back, so there's no one, at least behind him.
Yep. Turn one, car compresses right here.
Wow.
That gives us no indication of anything other than he just went off the track.
You heard it go.
Okay, here's where it all begins as they head to 11.
That thing never even stopped.
Here.
Just put the clutch in.
Put the clutch in.
Back off of Servia. Really lost a few spots.
Kanaan was not happy.
And watch this, he's going to just slide right down here to the middle. And now that's his teammate right there on his right. Look at the teammate kind of come down, big lift coming out of it. And we saw a big reaction after the checkered flag.
Watch this. Out of control. Still out of control.